the number one thing, I mean, I've run my blog for 10 years now, maybe 11 actually. Never been hacked. On WordPress.com, we run the blogs for the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, CNN, basically every major media organization and many large companies in the world. And the same thing, they're secure. It's a lot like, if you want to stay secure, you basically have strong passwords. I don't use password as your password. People have figured that one out. Or secret, or love. Wonderful concept, terrible password. Stay up to date for plugins and core. No software in the history of mankind has ever been bug-free. I don't expect us to write any. But what we are good about is updating as soon as a vulnerability is reported. And so if you stay up to date on that, that's really all I've ever done. I've never installed any of these extra plugins or anything like that to lock down my site. Staying up to date is the number one thing. If you're running a 3 or 4 year old version of WordPress, it's there's vulnerabilities in it. It's like locking the door to your car and then putting it in a dangerous neighborhood. The internet is a very dangerous neighborhood. You can't complain if someone runs off with it. And then finally, host level security. So many hosts, particularly 2 to 3 years ago, were configured badly. So if one other person on the same server as you was compromised, maybe you were 100% secure, but if someone else got compromised, they would then have the keys to the entire server. And so that was definitely unfortunate, because there might not even be WordPress. It could be an old PHP BB or PHP Nuke for the old school people in the audience. If that got compromised, then they would have access. So if you do those 3 things, you're actually pretty good. That's all. You can stay secure for the next decade. We created a plugin to help, and this is probably most appropriate for your corporates. It's called WordPress. And WordPress is basically a service. Oh, cool. It's expensive. It's like $15 or $40 a month. So it's designed for larger clients. But what it does is it does a real-time backup. So literally, you click post, and within seconds, it's backed up. So if anything crashes or happens or gets hacked, you can roll back very easily, like a time machine for your blog. And then 2, constant security scanning. And WordPress actually puts hotfixes. So it has kind of a real-time kernel that if, let's say, a new release of WordPress comes out, but you're on vacation, we'll actually push a hotfix to protect the blog from whatever the vulnerability is until you have the chance to update it. So it's kind of a real-time security as well.